We are live, and I'm excited to bring to you two really special cars here at Pittsburgh Cars and Coffee. We were at the end of the event, but it was pretty busy, and then these two cars are left as some of the last ones left standing. I'm just going to stand here and give you a chance to comment below what you think they are. Why are they special? Well, I'm going to move to the side a little bit so you can see a little bit more profile of this car. This is the Gallardo Superleggera in orange, Orancio. And next to it is a car that I've actually previously featured on the channel. It's a very special car. This is a Gallardo Balboni edition. And the reason why this car is so special, besides the fact that it's a Balboni, so it's a 550-2. It's a rear-wheel drive car. It happens to be the very car that Valentino Balboni, the chief test driver for Lamborghini for something like 30 years, and at one point just before his retirement, he had test driven 85% of every Lamborghini ever made at the time. So not only was this the car that he campaigned in the US when the car was initially introduced, but it also happens to be one of two manual orange cars. And I can tell you a little bit, I'm going to tell you a story about how this car came to join the Pittsburgh Cars and Coffee family in a second. In fact, I'm going to link later, if you want to come back and look at this video, how this was acquired, and I'll tell you the story. But what was cool about this car too, besides the fact that it's a Balboni, it's also a manual car. So this is one of two orange cars. I think there are 8 cars that are manual Balbonis. 2 of them are orange, and this car happens to be the car that was campaigned by Valentino himself throughout the country. This other car next to me is a good friend of mine as well. Remember, I had a Gallardo Superleggera in Grigio Telesto, which was the second least common color. White was the least common color. And so they made about 186 of the Gallardos that were in the United States. But these two cars together in the same color are absolutely stunning. The Superleggera obviously is an e-gear car with lots of carbon fiber. Love this car a ton. Of course, you have the naturally aspirated 5.2 liter engine in the back of both of these. The Balboni stripes, that's how you can tell it's in fact a Balboni. The exhaust. Now, you can tell the difference between these two cars. This is an LP car, and this is a pre-LP car, because the taillights and the Balboni had the Y in the front in the headlights, which you now see in basically all the Lamborghini headlights have a Y. The old headlights here on the pre-LP cars, and you can see just the bumper is a little different when they went to the LP. They kind of reshaped it. It's a little bit more pointed, as you can see there, as opposed to the Superleggera. But these cars are awesome. I'm going to tell you quickly the story behind the Balboni, this particular car. So Balboni drove this car for about a year in the United States, campaigning it all over. And after he retired, his favorite color is orange. And so the factory was trying to locate the orange car to buy for him. And actually, this was at a dealership, and they found it in LA, and the factory said, hey, we want to gift this car to Balboni. Hold it. We're wiring you the deposit. Hold the car. Unfortunately, somebody apparently came in and bought the car the night before the dealer sold it, and it disappeared. And obviously, the factory was pretty disappointed. The only other orange car that was manual happened to be in Italy. Balboni found that car and bought it himself. That's how much he loves this car. He actually owns a Balboni edition. At any rate, our friend a few years ago found this car. It came out, bought it out of Texas. And so the story as it goes brought it here. I invited Balboni to Pittsburgh, and we had dinner one night. And I said, hey, you know, guess what? We have one of my buddies here who actually owns a Balboni. And he goes, what color is it? And we told him, and his eyes lit up. And it was almost in tears when he realized, he was like, oh my God, that is the car that I campaigned. Lo and behold, we go back and look at the history. This is the very car that Balboni campaigned, and we talked about it. So there's a video on my channel. Go check it out, where we talk about it, where we actually interview Balboni talking about this car and why it's so special, the characteristics about it. But anyway, I just wanted to show you around the cars really quick. This is such an awesome thing to see. Two extremely rare cars. The Superleggera from 2008, and those cars were limited. They're more limited than the Superleggeras that came after it, the LP cars, and of course this is also fairly limited. So thought I'd just share with you this awesome story. The cars are kind of cleaned out here now. See, I have my M6 here, Brian Salomon here. Not going to really show you the other cars that are left here, because this was really about those two cars. This is Porsche Kid's car. I love what he's done with the rally piece. But let's just close it out with these two amazing cars. Guys, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Check these out. They're so awesome. Wow, what a garage. These two together, just amazing. All right, guys, talk soon. Peace.